Today I have a really well mixed track that I'm real excited to just go over the whole mastering process with you. The first thing I want to do is just play the song unmastered. Anyways, let's start by turning all of these off. These are my UAD plugins. I'll show you what I'm using here. I'm using a tape emulation. I'm using a mid-side EQ. I'm using a mastering compressor, optical and discrete. We'll get into that. I'm using this Precision K stereo. This is really for imaging. An API 550A. Tonelux Tilt EQ. I'm not using the tilt function, but I am using the high and low pass filters on this one. Using a Precision de-esser. And I'm using the Precision limiter. Okay, let's just start by playing the unmastered song.
True words from a crowded mind, but near and close it don't hurt. Make you realize exactly what your life is worth. Good love, give you peace of mind, but don't hate me.
As you can see from the waveform, this song has already been limited a little bit. This is sort of an LA technique. It's not really uncommon for me to get files like this. But make no mistake, it hasn't been mastered. All right, this time when I play the song, I'm going to turn these plugins on one at a time.
A cold steel, hot-blooded, a good heart. There's never nothing behind true words from a crowded mind, but near and close it don't hurt. Make you realize exactly what your life is worth. Good love, give you peace of mind, but don't hate me. You might be right, yeah, but this ain't no kind of a love. Skin, but heartfelt, and not sure what cards dealt. It's a gold rush, at least for tonight. But there's a fix, and you missed it. But you talk about it like it's something you resisted, but you can't help it, and wrong feels so right. But don't hate me, you might be right. This ain't no kind of love. A cold steel, hot-blooded, a good. A cold steel, hot-blooded, a good. A cold steel.
What I'm doing right now is I'm listening for where there was a S sibilant that was bothering me just a little bit. That can be done by hitting this S button on the plugin itself. All right, you might turn your speakers down on this part. This is the limiter. This is where volume comes from in mastering, so.
This ain't no kind of love.
All right, now from the top. All right, now I want to compare the unmastered mix with what I'm doing mastering wise. So I'm going to take this region and I'm going to copy it to another track. Now this track has no plugins on it. So while in solo mode in Logic, I can do a quick A/B comparison.
Steel, hot-blooded, a good heart. There's never nothing behind true words from a crowded mind. But near loss, it don't hurt. Make you realize exactly what your life is worth. Good love, give you peace of mind. But don't hate me, you might be right, yeah.
All right, to get a better comparison, what I want to do now is volume match the two. This one hasn't been mastered, so the volume difference is going to be the most obvious thing, but that's not all there is to mastering. Hopefully you can hear the other things going on. There's a lot more stereo spread on the first file. It's deeper, but to get a fair comparison, we need to level match these as best we can. So what I'm going to do, on this track, I'm going to take the precision limiter and try to level match these two.
Nothing behind true words from a crowded mind. But near loss, it don't hurt. Make you realize exactly what.
Okay, now that we're happy with the master on No Kind of Life, let's move on to another song. This song is called One Chance. What I want to do, since these songs are part of the same album, is I want them to be really consistent with each other. However, every song is different, so we don't want to just copy the plugins over. We'll still have to make adjustments. All right, back to our mixer view here. What I've done for the sake of time in this segment is not only have I already copied the plugins over, but I've also made the adjustments necessary for this next song. So, same process. Let's go to One Chance. I'm going to play it, and I'm going to turn these plugins on one at a time. First, let's turn them off.
Lost in town, consumed by hate, a far cry from good, controlled by fate. Life was running at a real fast pace. I was living in another world. I could tell it right away. Things would never be the same. Judging by that smile you gave, you would never be just another girl. Yeah. I don't know you, but I'd like to. We could be cool. Let me hold you. You can stay all night if you want to. I could love you. Give me just one chance to show you how. Silence broken, serenading as you walk by. I could hardly play. You smell just like the summer rain. Just seems we should give this thing a whirl. Yeah. I don't know you, but I'd like to. We could be cool.
All right, I just want to remind you to turn your speakers down because the last part of this chain is the limiter and we are going to be getting more volume here.
town, consumed by hate, a far cry from good, controlled by fate. Life was running at a real fast pace. I was living in another world. I could tell it right away. Things would never be the same, judging by that.
All right, now let's compare that song with the one we did earlier. Let's make sure they're consistent enough with each other to be part of the same album.
Things would never be the same, judging by that smile you gave. You would never be just another girl. Yeah. I don't know you, but I'd like to. We could be the same. You gotta be thin-skinned but heartfelt, and not sure what cards dealt. It's a gold rush. One chance to show you how.
All right, they're pretty close, but I do want to back off the limiting on the first song we did. The reason I chose to back off of this one is I don't like to go too much over 6 dB of gain reduction with the limiter because you'll start to hear some artifacts.
Give you peace of mind, but don't hate me. You might be right. Ever be just another girl. Yeah. I don't know you, but I'd like to. We could. You gotta be thin-skinned but heartfelt.
All right, those are really close. Now, I know this video is more of an overview, and the reason I want to do it that way is I just want to show you the basics. Here's two well-mixed songs. We need to make sure they're consistent with each other. We need to make sure our volumes are good. We need to make sure there's plenty of depth, width, etc., etc. And for the sake of time, I already had these plugins set where I wanted them. But in the next video, what I want to do is go into more detail. I'm going to go on a plugin by plugin basis and show you exactly why I'm doing what. In the next video, I'll also explain why I chose to put which plugins where, basically which order in the signal chain, and why I chose to do that. So thanks for watching this video, and let's get ready to dive in deeper when we get to the next one.